All right. We are once again live and direct. Let's waste no time and get back to the pain. All right, I'm going to drop sound down a little from where it was yesterday. See Red Dragon, first in chat. What's up, Red Dragon? How are you doing today? I also see Riodas here. How's it going, dude? Hope everyone's Thursday is going well, or Friday if you're ahead of me in time zone. This is going to be painful, but we're going to get through it.
Way to safe location.
Okay. When we last left off, I streamed probably a record amount of time last time trying to beat the game and get to the end. We'll get to the end first and try and beat the final boss, and it was taking a long time, so I decided we're going to do the rest today, hopefully. So we are at the very end. This is right before the final boss. And I'm going to make a temp save with some changes, since I don't want to have to do this every single time. So we can buy the contact beam upgrade and 3 nodes. Spend the rest on healing. Vero says, I'm doing okay. Finally got my toxic takeover over on Wazi's channel. Oh, was that today? I think earlier today was her last stream before the break, right? Oh no, you earned yours. I did see the clip of you dropping like 20 subs, you absolute maniac. Oh, that'll be fun. What are you gonna make Wazi do to suffer? Okay, so what we've done here is we've sunk 4 upgrades in the contact beam, which is proven to be quite useful against the final boss. Other than that, everything else is in our inventory, so I'm going to use this to create a temp save. And of the different strategies we tried before, I think this is the most viable way to do it. I think overall, considering I didn't do a lot of the side quests, and I missed a whole weapon at some point, I think I'm pretty underpowered for where I am now. At the end of the game, I don't have any maxed out equipment. I have 1 whole upgrade in my suit. And so that's going to make this difficult, but I think it's doable. I got pretty close last time. Vero says I'm going to be with Wazi and Froggy on a Tuesday art request stream. Ah, I see. You weren't going to make her play something cursed? That's what I would have done. But that'll be fun. Alright, so in addition to doing the upgrades, I'm going to try and grab as many of the item boxes that are right here before the boss encounter kicks in. And I think it's when I cross into that space between the dotted lines. So they scatter a bunch of item boxes here. Let me use my telekinesis to try and grab them without triggering the encounter. And then what I'm going to do is... Come on. There we go. Grab the the contents that I'm going to save, so I don't have to do this again. And I'm basically going to be gambling on what the... Ah. I wanted to grab a bunch of those because I know I can get maybe 3 of them before I get too close. I'll have to try again. Vera says, if I remember, you're pretty close to take over yourself. Oh, I have a plan. I definitely have a plan. When I get take over stream, I'm gonna make Wazzy do her taxes. Oh, it's just me. Does this sound ridiculously high? Okay, let me fix the audio levels. I had to turn it up yesterday. I gotta turn it down today. Let's go down maybe about here. We're gonna hear a lot of like screaming and alien noises. It doesn't necessarily need to be deafening in everyone's ear. Hey, Iconic's here briefly. Iconic says, hi Raku, can't stay sadly, but dropping by. I wish you the best of your stream. Cheering you on always and hope you have a fun and safe trip. Oh, thanks, Iconic. I appreciate you popping in to say what's up to everybody and for the good wishes on the trip. I will say, I'll probably mention this a couple more times as people pop in. Because I don't have any uploaded content planned for when I'm gone, I'm going to probably be posting more on Twitter. Maybe not constantly, because I'm not really that frequent of a poster. But I'll probably post some stuff on Twitter, especially as we're out and about and doing stuff. So I'll try and do that just to kind of keep up a little bit of content for people so you can see what we're doing. And I'll be talking with the folks there about some plans on things to do when we get back. So that should be fun. All right. Get used to seeing this boss intro cinematic, because as far as I can tell, you can't skip it. Oh, wrong weapon. Also wrong weapon. Phase 1, we have to hit it in the little dingly balls. Now, I didn't realize that it was actually swatting me before. I thought it was just kind of roaring, but it's coming down with the tentacles, so I should probably avoid that. And I'll continue to drop these explosive bombs all over. Oh boy, a lot of help. Okay, that should be phase 1. Now I got waves. Oh boy. trying to corral them a little bit. Maybe not blow up the big gross ones right in my face. It's kind of hard to see. Oh. Just like that, I'm healing. I'm almost out of contact beam. This part, I got to this part last time. I was trying to figure out the best strategy for dealing with this. Since the boss lays down like an acid trap right in the middle and starts swatting at you from the sides. And I was trying to figure out the best way to dodge, because getting smacked tends to sort of knock you into the acid and instantly kill you. But yeah, like Red Dragon saying, glowing spots on a boss, I wonder what you should do. If I can get more contact beam ammunition and just kind of stock it for after the first phase and save it for the second phase, then it'll probably be useful, since I have to get really close to use my cutter when it opens up the underside like that. But let's see if we can get more items. That's good contact energy. Vero says, no, Wazzy and Froggy are hilarious and have cheered me up and made me smile so much over the past year. I look forward to when they stream together, because even if they aren't debating about something, they're having a lot of really interesting conversations. I care about them a lot. Yeah, that's definitely valid. Those two have pretty good sibling energy. Alright, I get closer. I've talked to Froggy a decent amount. He's a good dude. His kind of really chilled demeanor sort of hides the fact that he's actually a pretty savage debater, which bounces off of Wazzy's chaotic nature pretty well. It's good content energy. Okay, I know I can get some of these other ones. There we go. Save this. The reason why I'm doing this is to not have to constantly do this every single run using that temp save.
Seismic activity increasing. Evacuate to safe location.
Yeah, keep this one there. Rira says they're going to be having a heated debate and I'm going to be laughing in the background. Well, I guess that means you're the mediator, though. And I can tell you from personal experience in talking with Wazzy, if you're part of that discussion, you will not be able to remain neutral. She'll make you pick a side. But if you really want to make her mad, maintain neutrality. Close enough? Nope. 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 Come on. That's close enough. All right.
Last warning, Isaac. I mean it.
I always wondered why Daniels wouldn't just shoot Isaac right there. She's shot everybody else that's gotten in her way so far. I think they've sort of built her character arc in this version of the game to be a little more sympathetic to Isaac. I guess because he was useful and maybe she did care about him a little. But ultimately...
Isaac.
Ultimately, it didn't matter. She got hers for stabbing him in the back. Alright, I'm trying to hang back a little more. Oh, yeah, that's not what I needed. A little objective thing right in my face. I'm out. I can't pick those. Ow. Can't pick the things on the ground up. They're basically static explosives. I can either blow them up with one of my other weapons or kind of try and dodge. It'd be nice if I could pick them up and just hurl them at the boss. But I think I need to be super accurate with the laser and basically get through that first phase as soon as possible with as little mistakes as I can. Snake says, "Hi, how's it going? Is this the final boss of Dead Space?" Yep. Yep. And we are going to be working on it for a while. But welcome, Snake. How you doing today? Contact energy. I'm just out of range on these other ones. Okay, let's save that. Just because contact energy is kind of my most important resource right now.
Warning. Seismic activity increasing. Evacuate. To safe location.
Nick says, I've just been practicing combos in Devil May Cry. Oh, nice. In 3? Is it still 3? Five. Ah, I gotcha. Alright. We'll be playing through 5 at some point.
Last warning, Isaac. I mean it.
Maybe alongside RE4. I haven't decided yet. So I want to beat this today before the break, so that when we get back in April, we can start RE4 because it comes out while I'm gone.
Isaac,
This is all I got left!
Okay, so far so good. One thing I didn't try is grabbing those things out of there. I don't think you can do that. I haven't tried. We're almost at the first phase anyway. Yeah. Clear. Whoops. Yeah, walk in my own fire burner. That's a good idea. Lots of goodies on the ground. Everybody settle down. Phase 3. The acid. Alright. Now let's go. Is sort of a there's a hit window or hit box. Ow. That is a lot of damage. Okay. I think we have to sort of bait out the tentacles and then sidestep. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. Just dodging. One more ball. I don't know if there's a phase after this. I've not gotten past this part yet. Gross. Uh-oh. Okay, what's next? Uh-oh. Man, I have the worst weapon to try and do this. That is incredibly unfortunate. Oh, there you go. Whew. I think it would have been bone. Like one more cycle. Dead? I think it's dead. It only took like 4 tries. Hooray. Sorry, I was really focused in on not screwing that part up. Snake says, oh, by the way, good luck in Japan. Vera says, I bet you're excited. I am. I have to get through one more work day tomorrow. But I am definitely looking forward to it. Oh, and I did see Snake, your drop a beat. Let's get through the closing cinematic, and maybe if there's credits, I'll just mute it and we can do a beat over there. We did it.
Isaac, it's me. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I wish I could just talk to someone.
And that's the end, question mark. I'm really hoping this studio does a remake of the second one. The second one was my favorite games. I like the first one. I like the second one more. We can fast forward. Alright, let's do this while we're scrolling through these. Actually, maybe I should do it normal in case there's something I need to actually see. But we'll mute for now. Oh, it'll pause. Okay. Let's mute the game audio and we'll do the drop a beat for Snake. And Snake says, "You did it, John. Dead Space." Yeah, I thought it would take longer considering how much trouble that gave me last time. But now we can go into New Game Plus, and that should be fun. We can see what changes. My model zoomed so far out. All right, let's get that beat. All right. Now we can speed the credits up. So to kind of reflect on the playthrough up to this point, again, like I was saying in the earlier parts of the playthrough, the game, this remake is really well made. It's pretty solid and does a lot to sort of kind of flesh out things from the original and add a lot of the quality of life things that make things easier. I just went through hard mode, I think, pretty underpowered. I like to think I'm not terrible at this game, but it was hard. It was definitely hard. So I'm looking forward to being able to go back in New Game Plus and maybe not have to take quite the linear path, do the side stuff. I'm not going to do a full playthrough on stream, but I will go through some of it as part of the session today. And we'll take a look. Apparently, when you start the game over on New Game Plus, the enemy spawns get remixed to account for the fact that you're coming in stronger than when you start the game. And so you see more advanced enemies earlier on, and it changes the spawns around. So it's not going to be the exact same experience as the first playthrough, which is a really neat idea. And I think if you beat New Game Plus, you get a new ending that was not in the original too. So we'll take a look and see. Let's see if you get some neat unlocks too. Oh, we could just skip it. Okay. 50,000 credits, 10 power nodes, text logs, advanced soldier rig suit. Okay. New Game Plus. And I think there's a new difficulty too. I'm not doing this on a higher difficulty. This game was brutal enough on hard. Okay, New Game Plus. Care over weapons items. Credits and upgrades for completed playthrough. They can retrieve from storage of any store you encounter. Expect to face new enemies, perhaps find new mysteries to uncover. Alright. Difficulty. Oh, you can reset your difficulty? Oh no, you can reset it lower. I see. If you wanted to go back and like plow through everything. I guess you could do that. No, we're going back in on hard. This is like the redemption or revenge run. And I don't think it's gonna let me. No, I don't think I can skip the cinematic.
Isaac, it's me. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything.
Knowing what we know from the end of the game with Nicole being dead,
It's all
I guess we assume every other character, or at least Daniels,
believe what's happening.
knew that from the beginning. So she's basically playing Isaac from the very beginning of the game.
Strange. Such a little thing.
That is unchanged plot-wise from the original.
That's her. Nicole?
Yeah. First deferred from her in weeks.
We're 5 minutes out. You still got that thing on repeat? Guess you really miss her.
Ishimura is not a job you turn down, but 6 months apart with only vid calls? It's rough. Easy to say the wrong thing.
I don't blame you. I'd listen to my girlfriend over Hammond reciting security protocols.
Forewarned is forearmed, Miss Daniels.
So you keep saying.
Here we go. Nice clean re-entry. Welcome to Aegis 7.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
To an independent miner, that's paradise. Aegis 7 is one of the richest finds in CEC history. Some prospecting team set up for life. Now where is she?
There. Confirming visual contact with USG Ishimura.
What a beauty. Biggest planet cracker in her class, you know. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it so dark? We should be able to see her running lights.
Yeah. I'll get us into hailing range. Someone's got to be waiting up for us.
Just be careful on the approach. I'm not taking any chances with the CEC's pride and joy.
No chances, huh? Is that why you were digging into my personnel files before we left?
You track your file access?
I'm a computer analyst. Comes with the job.
I ran standard CEC background checks, Miss Daniels. If you want to work in the big leagues, you have to play ball.
Sir, we're in hailing range. USG Ishimura. This is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kelly, responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura. Ishimura, do you copy? Come in. This is the USG Kelly.
You ever hear of a full communications blackout on one of these things?
Never. Come on. Someone pick up the damn phone.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like their communication array is busted. Maybe a broken encoder. Daniels and I can handle it in 48 hours, max.
Hey, that gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jen, Johnston, take us in.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automated docking. Let's go.
I'm losing control.
Fuck! We're off course!
Daniel!
Guidance system override isn't responding.
Shit, we're coming in too hot. It's gonna smash us into the hull.
Check! Aim for that emergency stabilizer! There! The blue light! It might slow us down!
Got it.
Drop the blast shield. Everyone brace yourself. Everyone okay?
I'm good.
I'll live. Hey, Johnston. All right?
It's my ankle. Might be broken.
Shit. But better than a broken neck. Or worse. Good call on the stabilizer, Isaac.
Gotta always read the manual.
What the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost the port booster. We got a fire in one of the stabilizers and... Singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kellion. We'll send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
All right, I'm assuming I don't have my gear until I get to a store.
Forget something?
How's the ankle?
Looks like hell. Could have had worse. You go.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Stay clear. Crap, we came down hard.
Not a great start to our repair mission.
Pulse rifles?
Standard procedure, Miss Daniels. We'll register them in the flight lounge.
Hello? Where is everybody? Half the ship must have heard that landing.
Be proud, Chen. You got us here in one piece.
Johnson might disagree. But you're offering to buy the first round tonight.
I wouldn't mind something to steady my nerves, especially on CEC stab.
You see anyone in flight control?
No, nobody.
I can't run either.
At least we didn't take out the sign.
It holds the record for the highest number of planet craft, with 34 today.
I think I'm wearing the armor, the upgraded suit that I had when I beat the game,
May as well get signed in.
which I don't think was the final one. I think I missed an upgrade somewhere.
Welcome, Isaac Clarke, to the USG Ishimura. Rig synced. Collect kinesis and stasis modules from Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
Right.
Someone left in a hurry.
Where's the security detail? Where's anybody?
There's nothing logged.
You folks ever see the movie Event Horizon? Came out in like the early 2000s, I think. Had Lawrence Fishburne and Sam Neill in it.
Isaac, get a damage
This
report.
game is
I'm done
definitely
playing
inspired by Event Horizon. It's pretty intense, like space horror type movie. There's a lot of like really kind of messed up imagery and stuff, but I think it's good. It's a good horror sci-fi movie. But a lot of the kind of like derelict ship with some sort of unfamiliar presence definitely inspired this game. All right, so we're just on rails till we trigger encounters.
Isaac, try that security console.
Oh, God. Now.
What have you got, Isaac?
Shit. It's not just comms or the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker.
Okay, got us some power. Ventilation's up. Power to the elevator should be next.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Another malfunction?
No. The quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait. Do you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear it.
Hammond?
Take it easy. Daniels, get those elevators running.
There's something in here with us. Up there!
There goes Chen.
Daniels, get the doors open!
Get out of there!
Hands on the doors!
I got it! Whoa!
But. Okay, plasma cutter. I wonder if we get 2, or if it's just gonna take all my upgrades and slap my upgrades on this version of it. Cut off their limbs. I think I have my upgrades. This thing doesn't start with a clip of 20. Yep. I have the DOT as well. You see it lighting the necromorph on fire. Where's that coming from? Over there. I don't have my telekinesis or stasis. I think I have to get that through progression.
Security request retrieved.
It didn't die. We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
Isaac. Oh my god, Isaac. You made it.
Just... they're everywhere. Shen, is he,
He's gone. Nothing I can do. What the fuck are these things?
The ones I saw, some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew? How the hell can they be the crew? Look at them.
We need to get to the bridge. There's 1,000 people on board. Someone will be there.
We can't. The tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs. So how do we do this?
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system. And the data board's burned out. I can't lift the lockdown or call the tram until we get a spare from the maintenance bay. But it's all on Isaac's side of the quarantine.
I'll handle it. Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac,
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she always does. Find somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
Alright, we'll start a new slot here. This will be New Game Plus. And I'm going to assume it reset our security clearance too. Sus. Hello? Alright. We'll stick to the critical path. Yeah. Stasis. Hey, Lava King's here. What's up, Lava King? How you doing today? Welcome to the Dead Space stream. Just beat the game a little while ago, now we're on New Game Plus. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong.
Security clearance required.
Clearances were set. Okay.
Reading a door malfunction between you and the maintenance bay. Can you fix it?
No, but I found a stasis module. If I'm faster than... I got it.
Oh, one for the little shield icon means New Game Plus. There's the marker. Is this the one with the cursed toilet? No, I think it's one of the later bathrooms. Lava King said, just got back from judo. My body is exhausted. My brain is on edge as a bomb squad trainee that got called in to help only be the one who has to cut the wire because the bomb drone is on the fritz. And my body feels heavy like an anime training montage. I appreciate your very detailed explanations, Lava King. It always is enough detail to convey a mood. I'm not always sure what mood it's conveying, but it's definitely a mood. Man, I got a stretcher beam. Oh, on my back. Lava King says I'm tired. That's my mood. Got it. I was gonna guess either exhaustion or
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers
rage.
in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay. The only way is hacking them apart. Those arms, their legs.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving?
Okay, definitely gearing up. Stacking a lot of ammo.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked...
Lava King says, check those corners, Raku. Always check those corners.
What happened to the autoloader? No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down.
I think Aliens probably
Hearing things.
inspired a bit of this game too.
With no one to see. No?
That is also one of my favorite movies. Okay, we need to engage the system.
Prepare systems online. Loading system reinitialized. Warning. Autoloader malfunction. Please contact.
Euro says Aliens is pretty good. Lava King says Alien and Aliens inspired a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think in order of movies in the canon Alien series, my favorite's probably Aliens, just because it's the most fun. Then the original, and then probably 3, and then we don't really talk about 4. I think most of us just like to pretend that 4 was never created. It's stupid, but it's also so kind of like ridiculous. I don't think most people consider it really part of the canon lore. But it does have Ron Perlman. Hey. Excuse you. Hello? Really? It still hit me? Okay, fine. Are you not dead? Trying to build up an armor surplus here, or ammo surplus.
You got it. The tram was jamming the whole system.
That's one down. You said the data board was fried too.
Right.
Inventory says there's
Watch
a
our
spare
health.
board in the maintenance bay. We can't run the trams without it.
Lava King says, Alien vs. Predator was one of my favorite movies from my childhood. Boy, do I have some opinions on that series of movies. Reaper. Yeah, you. Of the Alien vs. Predator movies, oh, I'm gonna have some hot takes here. Get ready. I've only seen the 2 of, I think, 3 branded Alien vs. Predator movies they've done. Because it was the first one, I think, was it Requiem was the second one, and I forget what the third one was called. The first one, I think, is the least egregious and one I have the least amount of problems with. My issue is that they took references from the canon Predator and Alien vs. Predator universe, and they kind of didn't do really neat things with it. Hey, Edward's here. Edward says Alien vs. Predator. Like, I read the comics and I read the books, and the movie, the first movie that came out in, like, was it like the mid 2000s? The first of the Alien vs. Predator movies that came out, where they have the team that goes up to like the North Pole or whatever, and then they find like the temple, and then the one main character lady teams up with the Predator. That is taken straight from. That plot line is taken straight from one of the comics. And I think it wasn't as faithful as an adaptation, because what happens in the comics is way cooler. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up the character Machiko Noguchi from the Alien vs. Predator universe. She's basically someone who was part of a situation where there's a xenomorph infestation, and she had to fight her way out or die, and she ended up partnering up with one of the predators, just like in the movie, and a bunch of stuff happens, and eventually she gets branded with the mark of the predators, they call being blooded, and then she ends up joining a predator pack, and she becomes a predator for a while. And I think that's what they were referring to in the movie, but it doesn't really pan out. Like, they just kind of become friends, the one guy dies, then like his crew shows up, and then that's it. I think it gives her like a weapon, like in Predator 2. So, yeah. That, and they focused a lot on the people. If they had purely focused on the aliens and the Yautja, I think that would have been better. The Yautja is what they call the predators in like the canon lore. Lava King says there's only one movie in a Capcom game. That's it, and there were some comics. There was more than one game back in the day before the arcade kind of brawler that Capcom made, which is really awesome. There was one on Super Nintendo 2 that was like that. It was like a 2D brawler. It was very kind of simple. It was okay. Not as good as the arcade game. There was also the PC game, Alien vs. Predator, where you have like the like shooter style, where you play as all three of the different species. Alright, let's save. Lava King asked, hey Araku, did you like Prey? Because that was amazing. I haven't seen Prey, but I've heard it's quite good. From what I've heard, it takes a lot of cues from like the original Predator. And I heard it's pretty good. After like how many subpar movies? Like Predators was the one that came out a few years ago. That one guy who was in Logan. He was like the bad guy. Then he played the pro tag in that one. I heard that one was pretty meh. Didn't really hear stellar things about that one. But I think the problem with the Alien vs. Predator movies they're making is that they always take place and primarily feature humans. Just do one purely based on like the culture and society of the alien creatures, and be so much better in my opinion. Where am I going? Data board. Okay. This is where we came by here earlier. Lava King says, apparently it's the first movie completely dubbed in Native American. That's cool. The setting is interesting because it's kind of like a prequel to a lot of the lore and stuff we've seen. It takes place way back. But yeah, the kind of handling of those properties has always been interesting to me. The Alien franchise proper has seen kind of a mix of quality in the entries. Like I said, 4 is generally regarded as not great. It's kind of stupid and it's silly, and that's not really the branding for an Alien movie. Out of here. And I haven't seen Covenant. I heard Covenant was okay. I've heard it was decent as far as like an alien movie. And I feel like Prometheus promised a whole lot and delivered virtually nothing. Other than like aesthetics and presentation, Prometheus was really disappointing. And I keep hearing they're going to make a second one, but I don't know. They may have kind of salted the earth on that one. Prometheus did not impress me. Again, visually and presentation-wise, I thought it was pretty cool, but lore-wise, considering they kind of promoted it as like a prequel to set up the Alien universe, doesn't really do that too well. Like I said, I got opinions on those properties because they are near and dear to my heart. Ah, I see. Lava King says, enjoyed the Predator, even if it was nostalgia, baiting with themes of first. I was fine with it. Predators wasn't great. Prometheus was unwanted. It was boring. Prometheus is basically just a horror movie. It's a horror movie set in the future. And I think the problem with what they've established for like the Alien universe is that it's not pure horror. It's horror sci-fi. The very first Alien movie from the late 70s, in the one that's purely in space, that's a horror movie. It's like a slasher movie when the slasher is an extraterrestrial creature. But by the time the second one and third, and even, you know, we don't like to talk about the fourth, but even with the fourth, they established the Alien movies as also focusing on the sci-fi aspect. I just think they went too far in the horror direction with Prometheus and didn't tie in enough of the lore for it to be compelling. There was so much potential with like the engineers and even going into like the black goo and how it was created as a weapon, which ultimately resulted in like the Deacon, the kind of proto-xenomorph you see at the very end of Prometheus. Spoilers. And so, again, nothing from Prometheus was kind of a waste of potential, considering how they marketed it. If they didn't market it as having such close ties to the Alien franchise, I think most people would have just written it off as being average. But they kind of promoted it in the marketing, like, hey, this is going to connect the dots on the Alien universe and what sets up the events of the movies, and then it was just not that. And I'll see Covenant eventually. Alright. Still looking for the data board. Lava King says, problem with making a movie that focuses purely on predators is that as characters there isn't much to do with them. Yeah, it would definitely have a different focus because you couldn't necessarily directly like relate to the characters, but at the same time you could flesh out the culture and personalities so that you become attached to the characters. I mean, look at Avatar, James Cameron's Avatar series. Yeah, it features like regular people, but a big focus of the movie is on like the alien societies, right? I've never seen the Avatar movies. I just know what they're about. You could totally do that with like the Yautja and the Xenomorphs and how they're connected, because there's a lot of established lore for those universes. You know, there's extensive amounts of comics and books written about the Predators and their culture and kind of their society. And I think you could adapt that into something pretty interesting for a movie. Ready to kill these guys? Not you. Riora says, if I remember correctly, the first Avatar movie was basically Pocahontas, but with aliens. I haven't seen it, so I can't really, you know, opine specifically on it, but that's probably right. It'll never beat the Avatar The Last Airbender movie. You want to talk about an experience? Ooh, buddy. What's the over-under bet on whether or not the Netflix Avatar The Last Airbender series they're doing is going to be DOA? Because, boy, was I interested in that project until the creators left. And not so much. Hey, Sourlad's here. What's up, Sourlad? How are you doing this evening? We are on New Game Plus. I was able to beat the final boss of the first run with moderate effectiveness. And now we're going to run through New Game Plus and see how far we get in today's session. Okay, where's the board? I see you. Sit down. I am down to 2 shots. Really? How'd that happen? Just need to aim better. What I really need is to hurry up and get telekinesis. We can make use of the environment better.
Isaac,
board.
we can't stay here much longer. Hearing a lot of movement.
Hold on. I got the data board. I'm coming back to tram control now.
Daniel, get ready to go.
What is that? Ah, first bench. Okay. Alright, so we've got 13 nodes. A lot of nodes. I'm going to hold off on putting anything into the contact beam for now. That'll be like our standby, just like before. What I really want is the force gun. I'm just going to have to find it again. Let's see. For Ripper, we are almost completely maxed out because we have yet to find the last upgrade in the corner here. So I guess we'll drop it into duration. Flamethrower, we're at max on this too. Guess we can push. Oh, cap. Rate of fire. That's probably fine. I'll save the rest. When I eventually flesh out, you folks probably won't see this because I'm not going to do a full playthrough of this game. What I'd like to do is max out the weapons that I'm using primarily, and then probably dump things into suit. Because if you look at the grid on the suit here, this is what made a lot of the game so difficult. I did not upgrade air, telekinesis pool, or stasis pool rather, or HP. So overall, we operated on 1 upgrade of health for the entirety of the game. And we're still doing okay, so I'm going to hold my upgrades until I can flesh my weapons out better. What's up, buddy? Get out of here. Where's that coming from? Hey. Rira asks, are you looking forward to doing anything specific in Japan, Raku? The short answer is yeah. So as part of the thing that we have booked, I don't know how much Wazzy and Matt have talked about as far as the trip goes, but we're staying in multiple cities, and there's a couple of specific events that are part of each leg of the trip, and then the rest of it's just, you know, whatever we want to do. And so there's 2 things in Tokyo for sure. I think one is Akihabara tour, you know, like the Weeb district, and there's a shrine tour, I believe, in Tokyo as well. I can never remember if it's in Tokyo or Kyoto, which we're staying in next. And after that, I think that's the end of the structured events. When we go to Osaka, we're planning to go to Universal Studios Japan, which I'm also looking forward to. I hear they have some pretty sweet Monster Hunter stuff there. But aside from that, I'm looking forward to just exploring somewhere I've never been, and the food for sure. I'm a big fan of Japanese food. All right. Our data board goes. Where'd it go? Over here. Sorry, lad said, try not to fall for Wazzy's antics in Japan. That's fair. Like I said, this will be the first time I've met them in person, both Wazzy and Matt. Of the Toxic Crew affiliates, only person I've met in person before now is Ramen. I was in his city, and I got a chance to meet up and hang out with him, but I've never met any of the others, so that will definitely be interesting.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
But as the person who speaks a semblance of Japanese, I have been tasked with communications. Matt has been tasked with logistics, and Wazzy is tasked with
We're on board. Something hit the roof.
being
Seems operational.
present.
Quarantine lockdown's lifted, so you can get to the hangar. Comms are still down though, so be ready for anything.
What's the plan?
You and Johnston fix up the Kellion. We report to the bridge. Standard emergency protocol.
What? Protocol? Hammond, people are dying here.
And I'm not losing anyone else. We stick to procedure. We'll get through this.
We'll see.
Rira says, well, no, she hasn't said much on the specifics. Okay. Well, as far as the specific plans, I've kind of laid out what we're doing as far as what we've kind of booked. Other than that, it's kind of just whatever we decide to do. We've put together kind of like a central Google Doc that has points of interest in each city, and then we're just going to try and check out stuff in each city. I think there'll be a maid cafe as part of the Akihabara tour. I would like to go to the Vampire Cafe in Shinjuku, I think. It's in Tokyo somewhere. It's been featured in a lot of videos, and I like the band that the owner plays in. So we'll see if we can do that. I'd also like to definitely take a chance to go shopping for music. Like you folks have probably heard me ramble about at length here on stream. I'm a massive fan of Japanese music and have been for about 20 years. And it's hard to buy Japanese music in the States, at least without seeing a stupid huge markup in import stores. So because CDs are still popular for some reason over there, planning on hitting like a Tower Records or one of those types of stores and just buying a bunch of music for artists that I like. Here it says my autocorrect for one of the words after Wazzy was bullied. Yeah, that sounds like it's on brand. Uh-oh. Done 10. Where's that coming from? Oh. Flight lounge.
We made it to the bridge. It's... There's no survivor. James is trying to get into the command computer.
Uh-oh. Out of ammo. That's a bit of a predicament. I don't think I've ever run out of ammo in my playthrough this game. I'm gonna die. Yep. Alright, where's it gonna stick me? Oh, all the way back here. Okay. Really need to find a store so I can recover my inventory from previous playthrough. Alright. I won't waste my shots on Homeboy this time.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. It's... There's no survivors. James is trying to get into the command computer.
Come on now. Really?
You fucking piece of shit.
I don't recall Isaac ever having that line before. Well. I am once again out of ammo. I don't know if the enemies scale health-wise harder, higher on hard, but this puts me in a pretty rough position because there's another encounter here. I might have to redo this section. I don't think I can do this without ammo. Sarlat asks, is there anything you hope to pick up in Japan, like merch or products? Oh, quite definitely. In fact, I'm bringing a larger suitcase specifically because I intend to bring stuff back. I want to find some Chainsaw Man stuff. I definitely will be on the lookout for Monster Hunter stuff. Other than that, probably won't try and go like super crazy since I need to think of space. But there's a lot of stuff I want to bring back for people here in the States, like friends and family and whatnot.
What have you got on you? Is that blood?
Haley, I need you to listen. Yoshimura's overrun with... they're fucking monsters. You didn't hear anything?
What? No, the comms are still out. Isaac...
We need the Killian fixed now. Got a damage report?
Yeah, it's there.
Singularity Core.
Singularity Core. Evacuate the moving to minimum safety.
Go!
That's it, Haley. Alright. Only way I can fight these enemies is to try and stasis them and stomp them out. She does decent damage. Ha! Now I'm out of stasis.
Isaac, what's happening down there?
Johnson's gone. The Kellion too. The Singularity Core overloaded.
No!
Kellion was our only way home. We're trapped.
No! I'm not losing two good people for nothing. What about the command computer?
It's a brick. All the primary systems are locked down with the captain's codes.
So we find Captain Matthias, track his rig.
Okay, here. Captain Benjamin Matthias. Location medical. Status deceased?
Even the captain? God.
Isaac, you're closer to medical. You can double back and cut through maintenance. Find the captain's body and get his rig. With his codes, we... What was that? Chen?
Hammond, run!
Shit.
Yep. Bad day. Okay, I guess I'll save. Sure, it'd be nice if I had access to a store. Same bathroom I came to earlier? No. Is this the one with the cursed toilet? Nope. Shots. Hey, there's the store finally. Okay, retrieve stuff from inventory. Schematic submitted. I'm now available for purchase. Suit level 5, advanced engineering suit rig. Suit level 6, EDF rig. Wow, it's 100 grand? I thought it just gives it to me. Well, I'm just gonna hold off. Okay, storage, here we go. So here's all our guns. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. Alright, ammo, finally. I guess I'll take the pulse rifle for now. We'll leave the contact beams in reserve. Put you here. Ripper down there. Flamethrower over here. Okay. Bronze semiconductor. Could sell since we're here. Okay. Now we've got some things at our disposal. We're headed to medical. Another bench. I don't think we really have much to do for now until we start getting some more of the optional upgrades. Mira asks, are you guys planning to go to a bathhouse or anything like that? We're not. I don't think we'll be going to any bathhouses specifically, but towards the last leg of the trip, we're staying one night at a ryokan, a traditional Japanese inn, and that one has an onsen, a hot spring. And it has... the room we have has one in the room, and then there's actually an on-site public onsen. And so we'll figure that out, but that ended up being a good deal in case Wazzy and Matt can't get into the public one because of their tattoos. And so if they can't, then they can use the one in the room. And so that'll be something to figure out. But yes, that is something that we wanted to do at least once. We'll see how it plays out. Starlet says, I think Wazzy would be traumatized if she sees a vending machine in a bathhouse. Well, there'll be no shortage of vending machines. Very on brand when you think about it. Alright, telekinesis, finally. Now we have access to being able to yeet things around from the environment, which will help. Starlet asks, gonna watch the vending machine isekai? I will wait to hear if it's any good. I wasn't able to tune into any of the novel readings because usually when Wazzy was streaming that, it was when I'm working. But given how much she complained about suffering, it doesn't sound like it's quality. So I don't know.
Gotta hold the line. They all came back.
Oh, this is where we'd get the pulse rifle. It won't let us pick up more than one. Okay. Starlight said if the animes... if it's like the novel, it won't be good. Ah. Well, I guess we will just have to see what happens. You guys should all tell Wazzy that you want to watch the anime with her, like as a watch party, and force her to watch it.
Station now accessible. Thank you for your patience.
Okay, now we have access to the tram. And we're headed to medical. If you want to check something. Where's my map? I haven't used the map in so long, I forgot what button it is. There. Objectives. I do not have side objectives yet, so I'll have to get them. Okay. Off to medical. Oh no, we're at medical. We need to head this way. Okay. Did a loop. Sarlat said regarding like a watch party as a communal suffering experience, we're probably going to do that. Hopefully the anime has some good changes. I hope for all your sakes.
Isaac, have you heard from Daniels? We were attacked. She ran the other way.
No, nothing. Medical's a slaughterhouse. They barricaded access to the morgue.
The morgue?
Yeah. But the barricade was put together in a hurry. A hydrazine tank might blow it open. Just need a detonator, like maybe a shock pad. Nicole could be through there if...
Isaac. The one who attacked us.
Security clearance required.
I swear to God it was Chen. But I saw him die. If they barricaded the morgue, maybe it was to keep something in.
Probably. Sarlat asks, any animes you watching, Raku? Not at the moment. When Chainsaw Man finished, the first thing I did was go and read the manga. I think I'm probably a couple recent chapters back now. But I haven't sat down to watch anything, just because I haven't had time. Been kind of busy lately. But maybe when I get back, I'll think about a series to watch. I'm kind of curious, now that Attack on Titan is ending. I've only seen the first season long time ago, so I wouldn't mind watching the entirety of that now that it's finished. Assuming the entire currently airing season is the end. If not, then I'll just wait for it to be completely out. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah. It's terrible. Of note, I also still need to finish watching JoJo Part 5. Because I think both sections of Part 6 are out. And they're probably gearing up for Part 7 now. So that's another thing. I was like halfway through Part 5. Sarlat said, hopefully Attack on Titan will end at the season. It's the third part of Season 4. Oh, they broke it up that much? Interesting. Yeah, I generally don't like waiting for a series to be done. I like watching it in one stretch, so I don't have to be waiting like on a weekly basis. Hello. Vera asks, have you watched any of Mobile Suit Gundam? None of the new stuff. I know we talked a little bit about it here on stream before. I have watched the entirety of Wing and the movie, and that was a long time ago. That was like 20 years ago, at least. I've heard, was it Witch of Mercury is good? Even Wazzy was telling me about that one. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind. Oh, hello. I wouldn't mind checking out some Gundam at some point. Ew. Get that out. Wow. So much damage. Security clearance, level 2. Oh, hello. That almost got me. Well, speaking of like anime and manga, it's been forever since I talked to you about it, Saralad, but did you ever finish reading Flame of Recca? I'm really bad at following up on the things that I talk to people about, especially if I get really busy. But you had the manga, right? Did you ever finish reading the whole thing? On topic of Gundam, Rira says, favorite is Zeta Gundam, which came out in 1984. Oh yeah, that is one of the old ones. I've heard, like, I know there's a lot of Gundam. I've heard 8th MS is really good. I've heard some really conflicting opinions on Seed. I know some people that liked it and some people that absolutely hated it. I think Unicorn was another one. I don't know if that one was any good. There's a lot. Like, trying to get into Gundam is like trying to get into JoJo. It's just a massive property, and there's a lot of different entry points.
Level 2 security clearance required. Entering vacuum.
Ah.
Entering
Zero G. Ah, Sarlet says, I'm halfway through still reading it for the Flame of Recca. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I was talking with Sarlet kind of a while ago about, manga. I used to read a whole lot back in Earth School. But I gave him the entirety of a series called Flame of Recca, which is one of my favorite manga of all time. It is great. Kind of shonen. It's pretty standard shonen from the 90s, I believe. It had an anime, but only one season of it because they ran out of money. But yeah, it's a fun story. It's satisfying. Doesn't have like a terrible ending. Well, if anyone else is interested in checking it out, just let me know, and I can find a way to get it to you. This is back in the days of scanslation groups, which I think still exist, right? I don't think a full run of the manga in English was ever released outside of Japan, or if I have, I've never seen it because I looked. That's one I definitely would like to own, just because I like the series a lot. And it's 20 something volumes, I think. Not super long. But the second arc is really interesting. So yeah, Starlight, no rush. You have to let me know when you finish it. Hero says it started with Gundam 00, which came out in 2006. I've been watching the rest of the series from the beginning. I'm watching Gundam Wing. Ah, I see. Yeah, you have to let me know what you think of Gundam Wing. It's the only series I've watched to completion, and it was pretty iconic as far as series go from like the late 90s. It's a bunch of sad boys, but it's got a pretty cool story and really cool characters. All right, Hydrazine, where are we going? Maintenance. Hey, Fancy's here. What's up, Fancy? It's been a while. Have I played Pizza Tower? I have not. Someone else has mentioned that before. Is that like a tower defense game?
Still holding this position. What's happening there? Did you find Nicole?
No sign of her yet. But I found some hydrazine that should work on the barricade. I just need to find a shock pad.
Okay. Work fast, Isaac.
Pizza Tower is a platformer. I see. Yeah, someone else mentioned at some point, but I've not played it. Where are you? Starlight said Pizza Tower is a Wireland inspired game. Oh, interesting. Well, I haven't played those in a while. I think I played the first and second Wireland eons ago.
What the hell? It shut the whole ship. I'll check it out.
Ah, I see. Starlight said, yes, I'm the guy who speak of the Tour de Pizza. I see. Okay, now we go in 0G. Okay, shock pad. Hey, Crusher's here. One sec, let me get out of this section. We got a hydrate and trying to talk to my lovely space bees. How rude. Hydrate and a stretch. How's it going, Crusher? Welcome to the stream. To answer your question, I did beat the final boss. It took me several tries, but I did it at the beginning of the stream. If you want to see that, you can check the VOD later. We are currently playing through New Game Plus now. And seeing kind of what's different for the remainder of the stream. It's still hard.
God. Took one step out of the captain's nest and Chen, that thing, he almost got me.
You okay?
I trapped him in a damaged escape pod. He's snarling like, this is fucked up. Hurry, Isaac.
Where are we going? Red Dragon says, well, I'm off now. Night all. Alright, Red Dragon. Have yourself a good night. I will catch you at some point in the future. Like I was telling folks in the stream earlier, since I'm not going to be streaming for a few weeks, I'm going to try and post some stuff on Twitter here or there, especially if anything fun happens on the trip. So if you want to see what kind of shenanigans are going on, feel free to follow me there if you're not already. Crusher asks, what do you keep in New Game Plus? Good question. So you keep all of your weapon and equipment upgrades in your inventory when you beat the game. You don't get it right away. You have to wait till you get to a store and then just pull all the stuff out of your inventory and then you got it. And so I've got my upgraded weapons. Get down. And we just picked up telekinesis, so now we've got our telekinesis and our stasis. Crusher says, oh wow, this is very spooky. Yeah, I kind of forgot how dark a lot of the first couple areas of the game are. Get out of here. Okay, if I get swarmed, I can also use my rifle for prox mines. Then I'll get stuff off me in a pinch. This might be a good place for that too.
Hazardous anomaly
No,
detected.
better.
Quarantine activated.
Ow. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, those are the higher health ones too. Alright. We're already getting the kind of black looking necromorphs. Those are late game spawns, and we're getting them this early. Ow. Jeebus, I'm out of healing. And like that, all of my reserve healing, I think, is gone. Yep. Need to remember that you can use pipes on the walls to telekinesis necromorphs and does a lot of damage. So it's a good way to conserve ammo. Boy. Bees. Is that a one shot? It might be a one shot for a lot of the enemies. Fire time. Crusher asked, was that the wall of fire? Yep. Alt fire on the flamethrower, which is very, very powerful. Use that and it throws down a pretty long burning barrier of fire. And enemies will take damage over time and they can't pass it. This is the regular necromorphs, just kind of get stuck and then take damage over time. I don't know if it could do that in the original, but the flamethrower was largely considered trash in the original. So I'm going to guess they kind of changed it a little because it's really strong in this game. That weapon has definitely been serving me well. Okay, back to the bench. We are almost completely maxed out on the cutter. I guess we can get this. Melee attacks can knock enemies prone, so this is knockdown if you swing with it in the event you're out of ammo. That's fine. Everything else, we need to find more upgrades to max out things on these other paths, like the Ripper. And same thing for the Flamethrower. There's 2 secret upgrades we gotta get. Haven't found them yet. Another thing, I know Iconic had mentioned it as kind of like a hint, but an Easter egg in the game, as you progress, the chapters have names, right? And the first letter of each name spells out a secret message. And when you look at chapters 1 through 12, just the first letters, not both letters of the title, the entire sequence spells out Nicole is dead, which is something we learn at the end of the game. Kind of a cool Easter egg. Keep moving. Oh, I got babies. This is our introduction to the little babies. One of the most obnoxious enemies in the game because they're so hard to see. Case in point. Get down here, you stinker. You not? Maybe I should use cutter. Not really. Wow, and I could have grabbed that. Lava King says, "Frick, it's hard to breathe." That's not good. I know you said you were tired, but if you're having trouble breathing, that's definitely not normal. Alright, got shock pad.
Daniels isn't answering her rig link. What's your status?
I found a shock pad I can use on the barricade. I'm heading back there now.
Watch the voltage on that pad. I'm not losing anyone else.
Sarlad says, "Gotta go. Bye, everyone." Alright, Sarlad. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I will catch you later. Alright, turn the door back on. Oh, I think the pipes come. Yep. Can't use them infinitely. Hey. Need to test out that new melee function with the cutter. See if it instantly knocks things prone and puts them in a vulnerable state. Right, how much money do I have? Trying to buy the level 6 military suit. Oh, we are not close. Yep. Okay, let's blow the barricade. Cover. All right. Yeah, that's some knockdown. Interesting upgrade. I guess in a pinch. We wouldn't want to do that constantly because letting things get right up in your face means you're going to die.
Remember, when you reach the morgue, find Captain Mathias' body. Get his rig codes, and the computer's all ours.
Security clearance required.
Okay. To wait till we get clearance upgraded through story.
and transmit to all personnel. This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is overwhelmed. We need help. Look at his wounds. We can't handle so many trauma cases, and the command crew won't tell us what's happening. He's seizing. Shit. Maybe I have some PHP left.
Okay, so now we have a first side mission. This is one we waited to do from before. Open.
Medical log, Dr. Nicole Brennan. So much for being paranoid. I repurposed this room to run counseling sessions without unitologists interfering. Now it's the only place I feel safe. I recovered a limb after yesterday's attack. Genetically, it's human tissue with bizarre mutations. But it's just a sample. It's not enough to figure out a cure. Wait, where's that report from engineering? Here. The engineers pulled something out of machinery. Limbs missing, torso intact. Okay. Time for a real autopsy.
Alright, need a power source. Find autopsy location in engineering. Okay. Can't switch to the optional one yet.
Level 2 security clearance required.
Now we need a power source.
Security clearance required.
Okay, that's where it came from. To remove the power... Oh, that's right. We have to turn everything off. Yeah, baby. These are the tough mech almost later in the game. Oh, come on. You know what? Locked. I might have to rely on my flamethrower for stopping power. Yeesh. on now. Definitely seems like the enemies are tougher. Those might be the harder versions of the Leaper enemies too.
Security request retrieved.
He left me. I worked in the dark with them scratching in the walls. Scratching like rats. Did you all lock me in with them? Fuck it. I'll cut them out. I'll cut them out. I'll cut them out.
Eek. Everybody's having a bad day.
Detected.
Well, flamethrower is still effective. That's good. Oh, we're already here. I think this is the first time we see the Corruptors. Well, this one's going to be a challenge. Especially with such low health. Yeah. The captain's body. And have to deal with that whole room. Not dead. I need to stop walking into that. Alright. That's way better. Rira says, I'm off work and headed home. Thanks for the entertaining stream and have fun in Japan. Alright, Rira. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out. Appreciate the well wishes. You have yourself a good rest of your evening. Okay. Being able to take the Corruptor out definitely made this encounter suck less. Remember first time I came here and I was not this well geared. It was Kind of a nightmare.
Isaac, what's your status? Do you have the captain's rig?
Fuck me! Ugh. Transmitting codes now. I saw it, Hammond. A flying one turned the captain's body into another one of those things. The same must have happened to Chen.
God. Maybe the command computer has something. Where's Daniels when you need her? Head back to the security checkpoint. It's safer there. At least I can upgrade your clearance.
Okay. We'll get through a couple more sections and then we'll probably call it for today. Oh, okay, we got clearance now. All right.
Clearance confirmed.
Isaac,
Here. What the hell's happening?
the computer says the Ishimura's engines are offline. We're on a decaying orbit toward Aegis 7.
Oh, God. I have to get to engineering.
There's no time. That tram station's offline. Unless... Here. Head back to the flight deck. I'll guide you from there. If this damage report's right, there's a shortcut to engineering.
Engineering is next. Now does it give me the chance to do sub-objectives? Nope. Yeah, getting closer. Okay, we're out.
Flight deck tram control.
Back to the hangar, cutting through to get to engineering.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
Another one? Maybe. Yeah, we got a hydrate from Mysterious Phoenix. What's up, Mysterious Phoenix? How are you doing this evening? Is this the cursed toilet? Nope. I'm gonna find it eventually.
Security recording retrieved.
Where's that? Okay. Playback. Mysterious Phoenix says, "Hi, how's it going in space? Could be better. We beat the game earlier on the stream on hard mode, and now we're taking a look at New Game Plus. I'm gonna try and get maybe one more zone in, and then we'll probably call it. But game is still hard. In the remake for Dead Space, the enemy encounters are remixed on New Game Plus, and they're definitely harder. I'm seeing some of the necromorphs that you encounter late game, the ones that are kind of black looking. They're tougher and do more damage. I'm seeing those in the first areas of the game now. So yeah, it's definitely not the same
Damage
experience.
report says there's a broken cargo lift just beyond the hangar doors. I'll open them now.
Entering zero gravity.
You'll need your thrusters to reach it, but that lift shaft should take you straight down to engineering.
Hear it. Someone's in here. Oh, we're gonna come here later. But we can get goodies for now. Box. I wonder if the stuff repopulates. You come through here later when you get the marker. Hear it. I hear it. Oh, we're heading directly out. Okay.
Entering vacuum.
Baby. Oh, did I get lucky and hit the baby by accident? I think I did. Sweet. Alright, use one of my... Oh, nope, I didn't put it in my inventory. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close.
Exiting vacuum.
I had like 0.1 second before I ran out of air and just died on the spot. Okay, clearance door.
Clearance confirmed.
All right. Wow, it's the floor. Alright, let's get to engineering, see what the objective is, and then maybe we'll call it there.
Warning. Orbital position compromised. Correct course immediately.
Eesh.
Engineering log. Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple reporting. Christ, I still can't believe the chief is gone. It's all falling apart.
Okay, Temple. One of the side characters that we see throughout our adventure.
Seeing you in the control room. Any news on the engines?
Yeah, but it makes no sense. They're out of fuel. The centrifuge is offline. We're tethered to a 4 trillion ton payload. Without the engines, it's dragging us down to the planet.
Can you handle it alone?
Sure. Fix the centrifuge, get the fuel running, then do a full restart. But you'll need to stabilize our orbit from there.
Standing by. Fast as you can, Isaac.
Alright, this is the multi-objective thing where we need to get the different parts of the engine and ship systems running. Refuel the engines on both sides, then fix the centrifuge. I'll see how long it takes to do this first part. Yeah. Okay, keep moving. We'll try and maximize the use of the environment. Save ammo.
Fuel reserves depleted. Main engines offline.
Okay.
Refueling
one.
sequence activated. Additional fuel required for engine restart.
Come on. Oh, it's a perfectly good pipe right here. Alright, who wants some? Fire time. Excuse you. That's expensive. Okay, guess we'll use mines for a bit.
Last valve done, Chief. Progress report filed by Jacob Temple. The engine problems aren't a malfunction. Someone shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves to hell and back. We just wasted an hour fixing them. Now we need to restart the south refueling station, but some jackass turned off the power and locked up the circuit breaker. No engines? We're gonna hit planetfall soon. What now? There's gotta be someone around here who had a spare access card. Go see. Wait, you hear that? Stavern, go!
God day.
Daniels? You made it.
Thank God. After the bridge, we thought that...
Glad to disappoint. I barricaded myself in the computer core. I can hear them, but I don't think they know I'm here. Isaac, I've tracked down your rig. You're in engineering, right? I'll get myself admin privileges. Maybe I can help.
Okay. We got the fuel card. We gotta go turn the power on and then we can flip the switch.
Logging security card. Clearance confirmed.
Ooh, contact energy. Anybody? Hello. Goodbye.
Refueling sequence activated. Sufficient fuel to follow primary engine.
Okay, I've got a fuel reading. Only a quarter full, but it should be enough.
I still need to get the centrifuge working before restart. Someone really screwed with these fuel lines.
Move fast, Isaac. Aegis 7's looking damn close out there.
Hey. There's one behind me. Yep. Oh, really? Thought I had healing. Those are the stronger babies too. Okay, at least I'm back here. And we can use mines. Aw. Alright, maybe not mines. I need to kill him faster than that. Okay, we'll go Ripper. Balls, where'd it go? Oh, another one? Wow, yeah, those are definitely the tougher ones. Okay, let's backtrack. Dalviking says, "You're still awake, Haraku." Yeah, when we get to the end of this section, I'll probably call it. It's also, I'm on the West Coast, so it's not super late for me. It's about dinner time. And I do need to eat, so we'll be wrapping up somewhat soon. Dalviking says, "I'm the only one watching. Man, you gotta eat." Don't worry, we're almost done. Yeah, no one waits for me. All right. Where's that coming from? Ha! Get piped. Okay. Activate the centrifuge. Oh boy. You. It's dirty, they put one right in here. Okay, so we're back in the control room. This is our central objective hub. We have to go to the next area to do the centrifuge, and that's what we're gonna call it for today. Okay, so I think that will wrap up the playthrough of Dead Space. Again, the remake, really fun. If you're a fan of the original, I definitely think this remake is worth taking a look at. It refines a lot. It's a pretty fun experience. I'm gonna keep playing through it on New Game Plus. That'd not be a bad thing to do on the plane, in fact. But hard mode's brutal. It was definitely the most challenging run I've ever had through a game like this. But we did it. If you want to see me beat the final boss, it's the beginning of the stream. And so before we jump off, let me see who's online that we can raid, and then let's see, we will call it good. I see Aaron is online. They are playing P3P. Okay. Let's go raid Aaron Dwight. They are a fellow VTuber peer of mine. So let me get this set up. Actually, did my list change? Huh. Okay. No, my list didn't change. That's weird. Let me check something real quick. No. All right. So we'll raid Aaron. Get this set up. And once again, thanks to everyone for coming by and hanging out and watching me beat my head against a wall in Dead Space. So this is the last stream for a few weeks. Like I mentioned before, I'll be babysitting Wazzy in Japan, but I'll try and keep some interesting things over on Twitter. But until then, hope everyone has a good rest of your evening, and I will catch you folks in April when we pick back up. So take it easy. Now let's go raid Aaron.